Reuters holds $115 million in Israeli securities and bonds and funds the development of Israel's military might. We're talking weapon systems, white phosphorus, surveillance tech, and oil and gas exploration on occupied land. That ain't right! And just as the city was able to divest from Russia just weeks after the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, we must divest now. We must apply maximum pressure for the atrocities to stop now!
It's dragging the entire region toward a broader war, so who is this for? The majority of Americans don't want this. Palestinians, Jews, our multi-faith, multi-racial movement, we don't want our tax dollars to be funding the bombs ripping children to shreds. Palestinians, Jews, workers, students, calling on you to demand an arms embargo now!
Both the Talmud and the Quran teach that freeing captains is one of the most important compulsory deeds a community must do. In our spirit, we are also calling for the reuniting of all the Israeli hostages and all the Palestinian detainees in Israeli prisons to be released and reunited with their families.
The Biden administration and the Harris Walls campaign must commit to an embargo on weapons to Israel until a permanent ceasefire is achieved. Enough is enough.
So we take action inspired by the work to divest $665 million from NYCERS from apartheid South Africa in the 1980s. If you're in a union like me, get your union to join the National Labor Network for Ceasefire. There are over 200 unions involved, representing nearly half of all U.S. union members. Support divestment as well in your union. You don't have to wait for permission from your union leadership. The union is the membership! So check out the City Workers for Palestine divestment campaign. If you're looking for resources, they're at NYC Workers for Palestine.
Many veterans have seen the destruction, the trauma, and the loss of war firsthand. That's why we stand here today alongside fellow organizers, labor unions, and faith leaders calling for an end to the violence.
And finally, with this call for an arms embargo, the best route to a ceasefire, we are harnessing our energy to defeat fascism at the ballot box. Because we know that for thousands of voters in swing states, a platform that seeks to end the massacre of Palestinians and the physical destruction of Gaza is a prerequisite for their full-throttle support of the Harris-Walz ticket, and to turn the page on Biden's disastrous Gaza policy, which has just been the continuation of decades of American policy, wherein we claim that we can nudge the Israeli government by giving them funding, and yet they defy us again and again and laugh in our faces. This has been true with settlements, and it's been true with arms.
So we will keep the pressure up as union members, guided by our North Star that an injury to one is an injury to all.